Bergen County in many ways is a unique place. The relationship between the elementary school principals as one iteration of our uniqueness is really incredible.
We meet on a regular basis, and there are items that matter to all of us.
We all understand that we're here for the good of the children.
And as we were sitting down this summer to talk about the community and what we're seeing as trends in our community, the idea of cell phone usage came up as something that we're all struggling with, and it's something that we've been struggling with some time.
We are all interconnected through devices, but we are separated from each other.
Parents felt that they weren't able to stand firm on what they believed and what they wanted for their children, and they really needed the yeshivas to help them in order to make that happen.
During our middle school trip to Boston, I was walking around and I see two girls sitting next to each other and texting. I see that she texted the girl that's sitting right next to her.
That's impacting their children 24/7.
And they have what's commonly now known as FOMO, the fear of missing out.
We've had very thoughtful, engaged parents articulate it to us in a very clear way. We don't want to give our child a phone yet. We don't want our child on so late at night. But then again, we don't want our child to be socially isolated. We don't want them to have the phone, but we feel we have no choice.
We are all hearing from parents who say, my child's the only one. Now there's no truth to that, because we can name 5, 6, 7 or others who don't have devices.
This couldn't be solved with just one school alone. The norms had to be set community-wide and not just school-wide.
The data on these issues is pretty clear. It shows that children's media usage directly correlates to all types of things, to anxiety, to higher levels of frustration.
We spent a lot of time researching, trying to put together norms that will best help our children. Help them socially, help them emotionally, and help them physically and academically.
Together we came up with 4 recommendations. We believe 4 very strong recommendations.
The research is showing us that children are receiving devices when they're not yet developmentally ready to handle what an unfiltered access to the world and the online world means.
We live in a world that has tons of age limits. When you can vote, when you can drive, when you can drink. But technology, some people are handing devices to 5-year-olds.
Parents need to put on parental controls. Children should not have free access to everything on the internet.
The eyes are the windows to the soul. What the eyes are viewing can also harm the soul. Spiritually, we need to do this for our children.
Children are streaming instead of dreaming. They're up late. They're not getting their schoolwork done. So we tried to set a norm of shutting those devices off an hour to an hour and a half before they go to sleep.
And finally, the idea that children ultimately learn most from what they observe. And for all of us as the adults in the lives of our children to model appropriate behavior in front of them.
Really believe that a child, in the end of the day, a child learns best from his parents, from his teachers, from what he sees. Looking at ourselves and thinking, what am I doing and what I should not do next to him or at all.
The research is showing that we're not spending enough quality time with our children. We also are being distracted by our own devices.
One of our goals is to create a community that is conscientious and deliberate about our social media usage that will allow us to live healthier, more satisfying lives.
My hope is that children will be children. Have the opportunity, we have the time to be children. Have the time to spend time outdoor, have the time to spend with their friends. That now we're not doing enough.
And who knows, maybe we can start a real revolution in the most positive sense of the word, not just from a Jewish perspective, just from a human perspective.
My hopes for the future of this campaign is that the parents, the parents, are going to come on board and partner with us and come up with additional norms. You're experiencing this on a day-to-day basis as parents. We're going to welcome your input and feedback on how we can make this a healthier process for our children.
Hello, my name is Rabbi Jonathan Knapp, head of school at Yavna Academy, and I endorse this message.
My name is Rabbi Chaim Hagler, head of school of Yeshivat Noam, and I endorse this message.
My name is Rabbi Saul Zucker. I'm the head of school at Ben Parat Yosef, and I endorse this message.
My name is Rabbi Daniel Alter. I am the head of school at the Moriah School, and I endorse this message.
קוראים לי הרב תומר רונן, ואני מנהל בית הספר של ישיבת העתיד, ואני עומד בגאווה גדולה מאחורי הרעיון הזה.
My name is Rabbi Daniel Price, and as head of school at the Rosenbaum Yeshiva in North Jersey, I endorse this message.